At it again with Grixis. All right, Scalding Tarn getting cracked. We're underway. Coming up on the end of 2023. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it may already be 2024. Who knows? But how was this year for Magic the Gathering, everybody? Is it a thumbs up or thumbs down year? Let's look at this in a very black and white. Forget the nuance. Black and white. Yes or no. Good or bad. Was this a thumbs up or thumbs down year for Magic the Gathering? People of the chat, people of the YouTube comments. How do we feel?
I'll respond by cracking Mishra's Bubble, targeting myself.
Yep. Watch it.
Yeah, thanks. All right.
High Train Conductor Leaf says, great for Legacy, terrible for Modern. Wow. That's a lot right there.
I'll draw my upkeep before this trigger.
All right, drawing before the Delver trigger. Neat way that we've talked about a few times on stream to stack the triggers in your upkeep. When you know the top card of the deck using Mishra's Bauble, you can either draw that card first or flip Delver first. Take a peek. Figure it out.
Go.
No, we turn around.
No, you good. I'm going to take Infernal Tutor.
Okay.
All right, brainstorm in response to Ponder here. We've talked a whole bunch of times recently on these streams in, late 2023. Orcish Bowmaster is such a huge part of the format. We're seeing people fire off these cantrips early in the game and hoping to get the benefits of the cantrips before Bowmasters are online is the idea. We had Rich Callie point that out in the chat recently on one of our streams, and I just feel like that's a great thing to point out about how the heuristics and play patterns and all that exciting stuff about Legacy has changed this year. Maybe if Bowmaster wasn't in the format, Sam would not have brainstormed there. It's hard to say for sure, but we're seeing some different gameplay for sure. All right, no Delirium yet on this Dragon's Rage Channeler. Delver trigger most likely going to flip this time. No.
Wasteland.
Okay. And another Delver. Okay, maybe setting up a double flip for next turn.
Pick a color you want. I'll take this one.
Hype Train Conductor Leaf says, product fatigue has been real. Uh-oh. If you're starting to get product fatigue, it's best you talk to your doctor, I would say. Force of Will, pitching Daze. Bowmaster into the trash. And Delver is countered. Is it Mishra's Bauble?
Sorry, you. Here you go. Cool.
Look like I'm Murktide on top of Dave's library.
I'll go into end step, trigger for passage creature.
I'll take 3.
Delirium online for Kaplan. That Orcish Bowmaster did the job. Now a Wasteland from Kaplan. All right, this Delver needs to flip.
Sure.
No flip. Wow.
Grab Underground Sea.
Yep.
Yeah, Secret Lair, product fatigue. Yeah. Yeah, if you're experiencing product fatigue, Hype Train Conductor Leaf, I would recommend a booster box of Lorcana. And probably like a nice brisk hike or something like that if you're able.
Dark Ritual.
Okay.
Preferably around nature.
Okay.
Trigger targeting you.
Yep.
Apply Lorcana directly to the head. Pew Pew says, great year for Magic, in my opinion. Switch to Legacy, and the community has been so great. Incredible. Switch to Legacy. Abandoned the other formats.
You have 3 triggers, I'll throw them at you.
Yep. And then I'll fetch.
All right, another Wasteland getting fired off. These 2 DRCs could be a problem.
Yes.
Delver staying back to block. It will block successfully. Sam still takes 3. The leftover DRC is still a threat.
You're in step also.
Sure. My turn?
Yep.
Untap. Draw.
Yeah, this is not a finals match. Thanks for pointing that out. I missed that it said finals underneath my little box here. My bad. Not a finals match. We had a finals match on our last live stream, which was a lot of fun. If you missed our last live stream, obviously some of the matches get posted to our YouTube channel, but I would say worth hitting the join button just for that. And reminder, everybody, if you're not yet a member of the 90s MTG community, you can become one for free if you have Amazon Prime. Weed Williams says, I am from Barcelona, and I think my Legacy community is more active than ever. Wow. That's good to hear. I have to get back to Barcelona and come play Legacy over there. It came up in my my Throwback Thursdays or whatever on Facebook or Instagram or something. A picture of me at the World Magic Cup in Barcelona. Back in 2015. That's the last time I was in Barcelona. All right, here's Dragon's Rage Channeler for Sam, and Delirium is online.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sure.
So a blocker now.
7 black mana. You want me to?
Yeah, play it out.
Do you want me to keep track of it, like on board?
Yeah, you can. Go for it, please. Make it easier for you.
3 cards in Sam's hand.
3. That was 3. Results.
Yep.
Lotus Petal.
Sure.
Casey Gregor says, my cousin moved to New York, so working on a trip with my wife now to come check out Game Storia and then visit them too, I guess. Good idea. PVDH recommending people pick up Soothsayers. We'll see.
6.
I don't know about all of you, but I keep an eye on what PVDH recommends.
3 plus 3 from the LED, so 6 total black mana.
Sure.
Grab Geisel.
Okay.
Good.
Yep, so far so good.
Cast Geisel.
So the Dragon's Rage Channelers have traded. No creatures on the board now. Wasteland being held back. It's likely that Dave wants to try to resolve a Murktide and play around Days. Or it's possible. We'll see.
Dark Ritual.
Yeah.
Cast Bowmaster.
This is on my end stuff, right? Oh,
Ball
yeah,
Ritual.
secret
1, 2, 3,
beast.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Sure.
Seek the Beast in response to a Bowmaster.
Bargain.
Another reason to hold that Wasteland back is to be able to cast Bowmaster. Let's see if we find Days. Nope, just 2 lands. Not very useful here.
Okay, you got it. We'll play it.
So
Here.
So I can play these until the beginning of my next.
Tendrils there?
Of course.
Yeah, I took one already.
I used to play Flash Hulk back in the day, so.
What was that?
I used to play Flash Hulk.
Oh, nice. I didn't play during that time, but I have heard of it.
It was basically
All right, now with a Bowmaster on the board, the 2 lands in the center of the battlefield were exiled with Seek the Beast. Audrey, thank you for the resub. 7 months. Appreciate that. Hype Train Conductor Leaf, not happy to hear about Flash Hulk in the background. Yeah. Yeah. Casey Gregor intimidated by the size of New York. Interesting. Koga Drax, thank you for the resub. 8 months. Appreciate that. Yeah, there's probably a button you didn't hit, 10C, if you sub for 6 months, but I appreciate it. All right, there's that Murktide we knew about. It resolved. It's a 6/6, so lethal power on board for next turn. Can't cantrip here with Bowmaster. Well, can, but unlikely to be very good.
You can play control deck like Suba,
All right, playing a Misty Rainforest. Volcanic will stay in exile. Could cast Questing Druid, but that doesn't really solve a lot of problems here. It's on an adventure up in the top center of your screen. If you're watching this upside down, then it's in the bottom center of your screen. It looks like a Petty Theft is in hand for Sam that could potentially bounce Murktide. I think that's what I saw. Not 100%. All right, finds a trop as expected. There we go. We got a 3-month sub for 10. Appreciate that.
I'm gonna go on the play. Yep.
Petty Theft on Murktide. All right, so Brazen Bar will join Questing Druid on an adventure. And here's a Ponder. And I don't know how Sam now survives. Okay, so Sam scoops it up. Dave gets game 1. Harry Houdini, thank you for the gift sub. 81 now on the channel for Harry. We are in a hype train. Harry is number 6 on our all-time leaderboard. And there's a turn 1 Delver for Sam. All right, so Delver and DRC starting off the game for each player again. This time Delver will flip, revealing a Brainstorm.
4 cards. Oh, 5 cards?
5 cards? Hard casting it?
And tab up.
I'll go to 19.
4 minutes on this hype train. Pew Pew just gifted 5 subs. Thank you, Pew Pew. 7 now on the channel. Appreciate that. Happy holidays, Chris. Thank you. Happy holidays. Appreciate that. That's awesome. It is the holiday season.
Draw. Let me practice right now. That's good. I'm going to get another pass back to you.
And tab up. Draw. Combat?
Yep.
Did anybody watching get any Magic the Gathering related gifts this holiday season that they want to share? Anything interesting? Anybody get a Black Lotus?
One turns to both games. Back in my day, I had to by giving something complicated before.
That's really interesting.
Now you can just play lands and cast stuff.
$300 on TCG Player. You better bookmark our link. Delusional Kraut, thank you for the resub. 14 months. Happy holidays to the 90s MTG gang. Yes, we are a gang, and we are celebrating the holiday season. Thank you. Thank you, Kraut.
Cast 2 and draw 9.
All right, Anarchy Inducer says, got myself a bunch of gifts. Does that count? All right, we'll let it count.
Yeah, but no, we'll use a fun little wing counter associated with this thing.
But for blue, and then Ponder.
Go for it.
Triggers 4.
I'll shuffle. You got it.
All right, Dragon's Rage Channeler eliminated on Sam's side by Lightning Bolt. Delusional Crowd stepped up their token game for 2024. That's awesome. I got a Lord of the Rings like holiday special edition collector booster and an Ixalan collector booster. And opened some cool cards. Nothing like crazy and nothing that's a legacy card, but some cool stuff. The Surge foils look great. Surge foils look great. Oh, whatever they're called. I don't know. The other kind of foil. All right, here's a brainstorm for Sam. Trying to figure this out. Ahead on life total right now. No black mana available for Dave at the moment. Enough cards in both graveyards for Murktides to delve, but maybe not ready for that just yet. Part of the game plan in the early game, as we were talking about as this match was beginning, get under Bowmaster. Obviously, Sam doesn't have Bowmasters, but Dave does, as we know. Get under potential Bowmasters and prepare yourself. If there's going to be a late game, you're going to have to figure out a way to beat Murktides. Sam in game 1 had an answer in Petty Theft, but died to the Bowmasters on the battlefield anyway. All right, looks like Delirium is online. Sorcery creature, instant land, attack for 3. And the race is on.
Myself.
Another Delver hits the table. And then firing off a Wasteland. Pretty good turn for Dave.
Still responding.
My upkeep, I'll sacrifice this.
You can search.
All right, an upkeep fetch for Sam. To try and figure out how to win this race now. Finding a trop this time.
I'll draw for turn.
Carpet of Flowers could be pretty good here. That's a huge card in this matchup. It looks like Sam's holding Pyroblast, Murktide, and maybe another Wasteland. Attacks for 3.
Second man. I'll make 2 blue.
This Murktide could be pretty big if it resolves. There is the possibility that Dave will untap and Pyroblast it. I don't know what's in Dave's hand, but yeah, it's a possibility.
I'll respond to that.
Yep.
Bolt on top isn't bad. Flip the Delver. DRC has to attack. It's a 6/6 Murktide. Dave at 9. Dave back up to 2 mana after the Wasteland. Could answer also with a Murktide of his own. DRC would die this turn, though. All right, attacking for 6.
You're the one. Yeah, you're 1. Sure. Yep, you have a
Blocking DRC. Bolt Murktide, so they'll trade.
Bolt resolves.
Yep.
Damage.
All right, and we know that Sam has a Pyroblast to potentially deal with Insectile Aberration, can make red mana with Carpet.
In phase 1.
Snack Bar says, "Oh my God, I have finally caught you live. Been watching your YouTube for months now. Fan from Dubai. Awesome. Hello from New York. Thank you for watching, and glad you made it for the live show. This is, of course, the real show, everybody."
Declined to use.
All right, so no use of Carpet in first main. Playing a Wasteland, going after the mana, could potentially help against Murktides on Dave's side.
Red. One red.
A little awkward to waste before using the Carpet. That was a little bit of a mistake, possibly. But successfully Pyroblast the Insectile Aberration regardless, and the Ponder gets through without issue. And it's looking like Sam's a bit ahead right now.
Would not have been able to abrupt decay.
The Carpet makes a big difference.
If I was also
Look like an Underground Sea on top of the library. All right, plays a Scalding Tarn. It's possible that was the card. Couldn't really see. All right, so a Pyroblast from Dave, and we're back to no creatures on the board once again.
Infernal Tutor on the stack.
That's awesome, Snack Bar. Building Temur and 8-cast. Great place to start. All right, here's a Murktide for Sam. Looks like it'll have 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
Yeah, I have
Go ahead.
Yeah, I get to see. So
I only would have had Bowmasters in
I'm just going to see if there's another way to kill it.
Okay, so the last card in Dave's hand was a Lorien Revealed, it looks like, and we're island cycling for a Volk. So that'll be Dave's only card in hand, facing down lethal next turn from a Murktide Regent.
on the same like brave type.
I took out the. Oh yeah, you're gonna get to search anyway. So
Yeah, but now this goes back.
We are going to game 3. We are going to game 3. Let's see.
So yeah, I was like really surprised with what was going on.
All right, there's a Delver to start the game for Dave. So I think both players have had a turn 1 creature in all 3 games. Let's see if Sam can do it again. Cracking Scalding Tarn.
It's my own list. I run. Yeah, you know what? Taylor.
That's true. You saw my deck.
Yeah, I saw your deck. Yeah. Good to see what I'm doing.
You can go.
I like this version. I never saw Lake of the Dead.
All right, successfully dropped a turn 1 creature, Dragon's Rage Channeler. So we kind of flipped which creatures we will have here in game 3. Insectile Aberration joins immediately.
Yeah, I run 1.
Yeah.
98% favored for Grixis in game 3, but in the predictions. Buff Davey says Temur wins due to election fraud. Interesting.
Also, the idea behind it is great.
And I mean, it can be really powerful in the right situations.
Are the opposite?
The polls on 90s MTG are completely rigged.
Yeah.
All right, attack for 1 in Wasteland. Insectile Aberration will continue taking 3-point chunks out of Sam's life total until it's dealt with. No Delirium, not even close for Sam. Just 1 type right now, a land.
Like they have like a almost like a reanimator.
Now a Dragon's Rage Channeler for Dave. So this is going to be quite a fight here in game 3, it looks like. There'll be a lot of threats for Sam to manage very quickly.
There's a one that's like a 1/5, but then there's like an attack or block.
With no lands in play at the moment.
Like kind of.
Raven.
going well, fire off a Wasteland, holding back Dragon's Rage Channeler to block. Dave has 2 types in the graveyard right now. Land and sorcery. And going to offer a trade.
He's actually playing out.
All right, they will trade. Insect Aberration will successfully hit for 3 and no land drop. So maybe these Wastelands will pay off for Sam. Does Sam have another land? Wasteland. Well, this Delver is now a Wasteland for Dave. This Delver is a big problem.
Yeah. Good games.
All right, no lands for either player. Down to 4. Uh-oh. Found a fetch. In bolt range now, though. Scary.
Yeah, Volcanic Island and cast Lightning Bolt on the Delver.
All right, Sam casts a lightning bolt, not targeting himself, but targeting Instinct Aberration, and it's gone. Now I'm dying to know if Dave has a bolt in hand. Sam cut it way close. We're cutting it way close. We're still in the thick of it here. Is there any way to gain life? Probably not, right? I can't think of any way to gain life. All right, a Delver for Sam. Clothis. Yeah, remember Clothis? That was a good one. All right, discarding Brainstorm to hand size. Pyroblast revealed. Needs a way to protect against Bolt. Another Delver. Oh my goodness, this is tight. Discards a Brainstorm to hand size once again. Hydroblast revealed on top. That is a good one for this situation. Attack for 6. Dave down to, yeah, I thought it was 9. Okay. Looks correct now. Pass the turn.
I just recently moved here.
Bolt on end step. That ends the game. Oh my goodness. That was tight. That was a good match. That was a good match.